Henry Ford said, anyone who stops learning is old. So that means the real fountain of youth is to never stop learning.
And Jill Meyer is the director of the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute at the University of Utah and joins us to tell us about their continuing education courses. How are you?
I am very well. Thank you so much for having me.
We're so glad that you're here, and let's dive right in. Go ahead and tell us about Osher and what that is exactly.
So it's actually Osher.
Okay.
It's named after our founders, Bernard and Barbara Osher. They knew the value of lifelong learning and donated and endowed 125 institutes, all connected to different universities throughout all 50 states. So we're part of that network, and we're also part of the University of Utah. That was one of the earlier ones that joined in 2004.
And these are non-credited courses that we're talking for ages 50 and better.
Yes.
I like how
Don't you love that term? I joined just for that.
Well, and this is maybe kids are grown. They're out of the house. You're now an empty nester, and you can have that free time to focus on interests or learning a new skill.
Yes, exactly. Learning without tests, learning without degrees, without pressure of performing, just coming together and sharing with other seasoned adults. We're a community of about 1,600 members, and these are people who they might be a retired doctor or lawyer. They value education highly. We have a lot of retired teachers, and we learn from each other as well as teach. So it's an opportunity for someone. One of our instructors said the best days of his life were behind him when he retired. And then he discovered Osher, and so he's just taught courses on World War II history. Wow. We also have current events. We have line dancing. We have a woman who teaches Korean ink painting. And so people just bring their wealth of life experience and share with each other just for the fun of it.
So you told us some of the unique ones that you're offering. I mean, and what are some other? I want to hear more options. I know a lot of people are thinking, maybe I need to do this.
We have our catalog. This is our spring term. It starts on March 24th. And you can do anything from Utah history. We have a mountain man class. I teach a class called Masterpieces at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I co-teach that. So we do like a virtual tour of a museum. We also do field trips. So we do like museum tours or visits. Last week we had a tour of Peter Pryor Violin School. And so people just follow their passions and share their passions.
Well, I like that you said that there's virtual options and then an actual field trip as well. So class members as young as 50, as old as 99. Everybody's welcome.
That is correct. And we do have Zoom. Of course, we all went on Zoom during the pandemic. So if you're a caregiver, or maybe you've had knee surgery or hip surgery, you can't leave your house, you can still learn. We have instructors. We're about 20% on Zoom for spring term and 80% in person.
Have you seen friendships being formed and people coming together? I think that is such a beautiful part.
Yes, we have people who've been friends for many years, people who drive their friend to Osher class because they can't come, or we have ukulele, people jam together, classical guitar. We have classes at the U and also in Sandy. So you can find your peers and find a community. If you want to be active in volunteering, we have volunteer opportunities. And again, if you want to teach, maybe you're a retired teacher and you miss the classroom and you don't want to do exams or grades anymore, and you just want to come. And this audience is great to teach to. They have amazing questions. I have like retired engineers in my class, and they ask me questions about art I've never thought about before.
So you're right, you do all learn from each other, like you mentioned before. And I think it's different when you're choosing to be there, you're spending your free time because you want to, not because you maybe have to when you are younger and in school. A big difference.
Exactly.
Where do we go to sign up, to learn more?
So our website is osher.utah.edu. And we start classes on the 27th, so you can register or call to sign up, and we'll be happy to give you our classes are mostly $99, so they're very affordable.
So spring term registration is now open. That is so exciting. Well, thank you so much, and so many unique classes offered.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Wonderful. Thank you.